Hey everyone, today we will be taking a tour of Overwatch's latest map, Ecopoint Antarctica. Upon careful inspection, we can learn a lot more about the Ecopoint program in the world of Overwatch, and on the backstory of Mei from her time at the station. Before we dive into the map itself, let's take a look at the lore of Ecopoint Antarctica. In the Overwatch universe, Earth has been experiencing an increasing amount of unexplained climate phenomena. These anomalies are blamed on the advent of new technology, the rapidly growing omnic population, and the drastically increased consumption of natural resources. However, the true cause remains unknown. After the first omnic crisis, Overwatch with its newfound funding expanded into a variety of fields including medicine and climatology. Aware of the increase in natural disasters, Overwatch established a number of Eco-Watch points at remote locations worldwide with the goal of figuring out the cause. Recruiting talented scientists from around the world, Mei Zhao joined Overwatch to continue her fight in protecting the environment against these inexplicable disasters. Mei was already an accomplished scientist who had developed climate-manipulating technology. Her innovations had allowed her to protect sensitive areas around the world. Prior to joining Overwatch, Mei was a part of the development of cryostasis technology for the Overwatch space program. Mei was assigned to Ecopoint Antarctica with 5 other brilliant minds. Her colleagues came from around the world and specialized in their own fields. From America was McCready, the team engineer, and Adams, who was also a researcher. The team had 2 cryogenics, Torres from Spain and Opara from Numbandi. Arenas was from Sweden, and similar to Mei, was a climatologist. One day, disaster struck the team of scientists in the form of a polar storm. The damage to the facility's communication arrays cut them from contacting help as their supplies dwindled. As the storm raged on, the scientists were forced to enter cryostasis as the last-ditch effort to survive until help arrived. Years passed before the scientists were discovered, but sadly, Mei was the only survivor of the ordeal. Looking closely at the map, there are many details and Easter eggs scattered throughout that help us gain a better understanding of the story of Ecopoint Antarctica. We are also able to learn more about the life of Mei and her team before entering their deep sleep. At first glance, this map isn't very large, as its sole purpose was to function as the base for scientists' research and their living quarters over the course of the program. In the living quarters, we find a birthday card written by Mei on a ripped piece of diary paper that reads, "Happy birthday to Mei!" This is another one of Mei's notorious puns, but it is also quite a sad card. Writing a birthday card to yourself isn't something you typically do. This seems to imply that she was feeling rather lonely at this point. Perhaps she was the last one actively working at the station after her friends had entered cryostasis. In the kitchen, we can see how dire Mei's supply situation was. The food list on the fridge indicates that there isn't much food left for the 6 scientists. Mei's best estimate is that the supplies at best will last her 4 more days. We can see that she is particularly fond of the 18 cup noodles available, but isn't a fan of the protein bars, which she describes with a yuck. In the climate lab, there is a table with a display of the immediate area around the base. There is an indicator of the damaged communications relay and an anomaly that is causing the polar storm. We can see Mei's speculation on the source of anomaly: global warming, an inexplicable phenomenon, and, for a bit of Mei humor, aliens. In the cryo lab, you can see where Meis Team had passed away and how their pods have now become their tomb. You can tell which pod is Mei's as it is the only open pod, but you can also find some cute slippers that she wore before going to sleep. Looking at the workstations, we can immediately figure out which one is Mei's desk. She has a motivational poster on the wall of a Yeti and a cute Pachimaru. Beside the Yeti poster are a few drawings from her diary. The first is a sketch of Winston dressed as Sun Wukong, a character from Chinese folklore. On the other piece of paper is a cute drawing of a Yeti and some penguins. You can tell that Mei is an animal lover. Around the base, you can see what the team used for recreation. There is a virtual ping pong table with the game paused midway. Against the wall is a comfy lounge area with a tropical background being projected. When you're stuck in a cold, icy land for years on end, a virtual escape to the tropics will help keep your sanity. In the engineering bay, you can see Mei's planning on how to build her robot companion Snowball, and a note to herself to fix the communications relay. Throughout the lab, there are also screens displaying information on the impending story and data such as the -43 degrees temperature of the lab. At the power station in the storeroom, we can see there isn't much juice left at the base. Looking closer, the display has a message that reads, "Additional supplies required." This is a reference to the classic line from StarCraft 2. What do you guys think of the new map and the 2 brawl modes that come with it? Let me know in the comments below. As always, give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. And if you haven't already, remember to subscribe to Akshon Esports.